This video is produced to help you code Unit 2 in Python. We are going to start today by opening up the editor. I am currently in Python shell, which can be determined by the 3 command prompts, but I do not want to do my coding in this area. So I'm going to click on File, New Window. For those of you who are using Python 3.7, this might say File, New File. Notice the difference between the shell and the editor. I never want to be coding in the command prompt because I cannot make changes once I make a mistake. I want to be coding in the editor, so I will be using the editor moving forward. We are going to start with our first line of code. From turtle, import star, enter, enter, and we're going to shape the turtle. We're going to draw a square. So we're going to go forward 100 pixels, and we're going to make a right turn 90 degrees. So that's our first line of the square. We're going to repeat that, but I'm going to use abbreviations. I'm going to move forward again 100 pixels to draw the second line, right, abbreviation, 90 degrees. And then, so I don't have to continue typing the code, I'm going to reuse the code by highlighting it. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it for the third line. I'm going to round this off with forward 100 to draw the last line. And now I'm going to click Run and Run Module. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be asked to save. So I'm going to save my work. I'm going to go to my computer science folder, and I'm going to call this shapes.py. My code now runs, and I have a turtle drawn, the shape of a square, and now my turtle is facing upwards. We are not yet finished. We are going to move on, and we are going to learn how to draw shapes using something called multiple arguments. So I'm going to go back into my code, and at the end of forward 100, I'm going to put an extra space. I'm going to type in circle with a radius of 100. So the diameter of a circle is the entire width of a circle from one point on the circle to another point on the circle. But we aren't going to use diameter. We are going to use what's called the radius. So that is the center point of the circle to any point on the actual circle is the radius. And that is the term, what we use to determine how big the circle is. We're going to use the radius. So if we do circle with a radius of 100 and we run you will see that it draws a circle with a radius of 100 in addition to the square. We will continue to keep going, and we are going to draw a circle with a radius of 100, but this time we're going to put in an argument, and that is we are going to put a comma, and then we're going to write the word steps equals 4. So now think about it. If I use a circle with a radius of 100 and I draw a shape in 4 steps, what shape will I be drawing in 4 steps? So think about a shape that has 4 sides. It's going to be a square. So I will run and run the module, and this time it's going to draw the square, the circle, and it's going to draw a square inside the circle. And yet we are not yet finished because we're going to add a couple more arguments. We're next going to change the color to red. And lastly, we're going to draw a circle with a radius of 100, and steps will equal 3. So if you can, oops, there's a mistake. equals 3. So if you can imagine, we're going to eventually change the color red. So it's going to draw a square, It's going to draw a circle, it's going to draw a square, it's going to change the color red, and it's going to draw another circle, but this time we're using a radius of 100 and steps of 3. It's going to draw a triangle. Square, circle, square, red triangle. The very last thing that I'm going to take a minute to show you is to add an exit on click. When I add the exit on click, all one word, and then I put parentheses after it, when I run this program, run module, it's going to run the program. It's going to draw the square, the circle, the square, and the triangle. Watch what happens when I click. It closes out the program. The reason why we often put an exit on click command at the end of our code is a lot of times because we run into problems where it freezes and we have to shut the program down. But if we put this exit on click command, we can stop it at any time from running the code. So this is shapes.py, and you are now set to start your first assignment in Unit 2. The assignment in Unit 2 is 2.07, Assignment 1A, and you should be working on that now. And when you're finished, you will zip the files and submit them to the Dropbox. So with my file saved, I'm going to go into my desktop. I'm going to find my computer science folder. I have shapes.py. I'm going to right click on shapes. I'm going to come to send to compressed zipped folder, and that is now a zipped folder, and I am able to submit the zipped folder to the assignment Dropbox in the course. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are any questions, please use email to contact your instructor.